Monday Night Football, baby. We're here.
There's only one other good play on Minnesota.
Touchdown in 46 seconds. Punches back. Touchdown.
Oh, you didn't know's back, baby. We got Big T, a.k.a. B-I-G-T in the house. God, I love that beginning of the intro. Tony, it brings me back to like the first time I ever heard the Print Factory back in the day before Run Pure. First podcast. I wasn't on it. It was not with me. I forget who was on it with you, but brings me back. It brings me back with the little intro right there.
I love it. I've always loved that intro. I tried to find the old one. Honestly, I couldn't find it, but I know it's somewhere in my computer because we've had a few over the years. The first one was obviously the last place we worked at, but there's been a few different iterations over the year. But that's where it all starts. You didn't know. Gotta freaking love it. How come Jay comes right after me? Big T's always late. I was in here at 5 till 2. We were just having a conversation. The goodies. I got it right here, baby. I got it right here, Jay. It hasn't gone out yet, though.
This was actually not, and I call Big T out whenever he's late, but this was actually not Big T being late. He was actually in the room before I was, which was unexpected. He was in the room waiting, but we were having a conversation. So you can blame us both. It's fine, but no one was actually late. So I'll go with that. I'll be on Big T side for this game. But Tony, we get a sweet little showdown slate tonight. Bills in Buffalo against the Dolphins. I think they're like 8-1. The Bills are the last 9 times they've played Miami here on this showdown slate. We get Josh Allen, sweet little spot. So we'll talk about this game. But how you doing here? How you feeling? A Thursday night football? You ready to go?
We're in it another week, Thursday night. We talked about it on the week-long Print Factory that it just starts the new week. Tonight, Thursday night. Tomorrow, I dive into college. You dive into MMA. And
no MMA this week. No MMA this week.
You can dive into the college streets too this week then with make the drive an hour away, register, enjoy yourself. Because Bruce, our boy Bruce, picks winners.
You know that I love Bruce and I love winners. But I also don't love the drive. You know this. You make fun of me all the time, but
this is the week, though. You got no MMA. Get in your nice car. Bring the wife. Go eat dinner somewhere where you can register.
Bring the wife. Oh, bring the wife. Yeah, just bring the wife across line.
Across dinner. Go eat dinner. Register. Just like I used to do to make bets. I'd have the kids when they were young. We'd 45 minutes across the river, put our bets in, get dinner, and come back.
Come on, kids. We got to get the bets in. Then we'll go get some food.
How big of a DJ do you think people thought I was when I would drive across the river with my 3 young kids to go put bets in and eat dinner on like when Amber was working?
That's a true soldier right there. You are a true soldier. I'm a fake soldier. But also I don't have kids. That's like another level, though. You got 3 young kids. You're like, come on, guys. You're probably like bribing them too. Like, we'll get McDonald's or whatever they like.
It's called killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I got to get my stuff done and I got to feed them. So it goes hand in hand.
Where's hotel sex is the best, JSU. Just make the fucking trip.
WKJ is always, besides his Chiefs sucking, which is reality, he's always sharp. Hotel sex is the best. Like, they get after it in the hotel. They're not worried about clean. It's just get to business.
Seriously? You're like hotels? Like, I mean,
you seriously don't get better tail in a hotel?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's the same.
No way. Well, again, okay, I'm going to say why. Now I realize why. It's because of the kids. Like,
no
kids when I'm in the hotel.
Yeah, no kids.
Yeah.
So like that's
why it's better though.
But that's my house though. There's no kids running around. So
that's what I mean. That's why it changes once you have kids. Like,
that makes sense.
Definitely get better sessions in the hotel.
So prior to kids though, you never thought
I don't even remember. It's been so long.
It's not been that long. What's your oldest? Like 13? Come on.
I mean, that's a decent amount of time. That's longer than I've played DFS.
I mean, you've been with Amber though for like probably 20 years. So I mean, geez, like, come on, man. Think back a little bit. Think back. Use the memory. Think back a little bit.
It was good, but I think hotel now with kids is even better.
Okay, fair
you just
enough.
Get totally free. There's nothing going on. It's just you getting after it.
No moist for you. Yeah, Big T's got to find other avenues. He's got three Rugrats running around. He's got to find other avenues.
Not even close to true. I get the job done everywhere. It's just better. It's just
everywhere. He says, "Listen to this guy." Everywhere he says. I mean, come on.
It's the facts.
Woo. I don't know about that, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I also too, I forgot about this, but I got her parents are flying down. They're staying for 2 days.
Even more reason to go register. You just told me even more. Like, I mean, what more do you need?
Reason. I mean, they're cool. They're cool. What are you gonna do?
100% true, Chris. You do whatever you want in those rooms. You stand up on the bed if you want. Put them against the wall above the bed. You do whatever you want. The trapeze out of the roof. You get it all going.
Put them against the wall. Look at you.
While standing on the bed. Not like the ground wall. Like while standing on the bed.
Geez, live dangerously. Why don't you? While you're getting a job done in the hotel. I mean, geez, I didn't know this was it. I guess I won't know. I don't have kids, so I won't know. We'll see. Maybe one day.
You'll circle back like 10 years from now on a show and you'll be like, you were right. The chat was right.
Fair enough. Yeah, maybe I will one day. Maybe I will. Leverage. Yeah, you gotta get leverage sometimes. You gotta get the old leverage. I mean,
leverage.
That's how you do it.
Leverage works.
What the fuck did I just log into? I mean, I think a lot of people who are just walking in maybe haven't seen this show. I mean, most of you guys probably have seen our show for the first time, but imagine just like the first time you stroll in the Print Factory.
Is there any first-time viewers out there? There's no way. We don't get
I'm just saying, though, if you are a first-time viewer, this is just normal, okay? We start off with a little, like, who the fuck knows what we're talking about type shit, and then we get to the football. It'll happen.
Do we have any first-time viewers, though? I want to know. Is there any first? No way I've been there. I was going to say, I read who.
We might, and I will just tell you, though, if we don't have first-time viewers, we probably have some viewers that still haven't hit the like button or subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we are moving with the subscribers. We're up to over, I think we've added like over 200 people in the last like 2 weeks, and we're trying to get it higher here. So let's hit that subscribe button. Let's like the video. We appreciate all the likes and the subscribes to the YouTube channel, and check out RunPureSports.com. Runpure Premium Package gets you everything at Runpure Sports. Every sport. Tony was talking about college football. No MMA this week, but MMA, NASCAR, I know that's wrapping up. You know, WNBA. You think about it, DraftKings has it. We probably cover it, and we got you covered at Runpure Sports. And that Runpure Premium Package gets you everything you need. And if you don't want all the sports, you just want football, you're just here for the football winners, we have single sport packages, right, Tony? So it doesn't even matter. You can just sign up for the single sport. You can get in the Discord, hang out with us, talk some ball.
All. It's worth it. It's not that much more for all of them. Get them all. Bruce will give you college winners. Johnny will give you MMA winners. Jaime will give you soccer winners. There's winners everywhere.
Johnny.
Sign up for them all.
Who the fuck is Johnny? You know a Johnny?
Yeah, I'm on the show with him.
Son of a bitch. All right. Well, that's the spiel for that. I feel pretty good about it, but smash the like button here. Tony, we do also have the Print Factory, which we recorded yesterday. If you guys haven't checked it out.
Big T goes, the hotel pool's in my room when I'm getting the job done, baby.
Okay. All right. Well, sometimes you don't have responses for things that Tony said.
Yes, needs to be sponsored by Blue Chew.
Right. Oh, that's good. Wiley, Get on it, okay? Get on it. Like, let's get some sponsors here. Blue Chew, let's get some sponsors. I like this. Let's sponsor up right now. All right, Big T, anything else you want to talk about with hotel sex or anything else regarding getting the job done? I mean, I think you've covered it pretty extensively.
Yeah, I think we're good. And yeah, check out the full week print factory that you were talking about it as I got distracted, but the full week print factory's up. Picked a lot of winners. I got them written down right here. Boom.
And underneath that video in the comment section of the full week print factory that we did, you can post your 3 favorite bets for the week. And we will pick one of you that goes 3 for 3 for a full Run Pure Sports gear package.
Maybe I'll get, who was the dude that got the backpack? Maybe I'll do the backpack.
Was it Jay?
Jay, do I have to give you? I only got one backpack left. Is it Jay's, or if someone goes 3-0, do they steal it from him?
By the way, have you gotten the sweet new hats yet?
I mean, they're in the process, but they're not here yet. They're gonna be here though.
You're gonna do the thing where you put the Run Pure Sports on the side and put RPS on the front.
Some of them, there's gonna be. We got a mixed bag coming, so there's gonna be a lot of different ones. There's gonna be a bunch of different styles.
No, but I'm saying, remember your hat yesterday said Donato's on the side?
Like this one. Yeah, I got it right here. It's backwards on the side. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying we got to get
like this for sure.
We got to get some hats with Run Pure Sports on the side and then RPS in the front. So I like that idea. But JSU, you request a step stool for Ben Still.
It's tough to get leverage off the stool.
I'll just say this. All right. I'm still somewhat athletic. I don't need no damn stool in my master bed. I'll jump right up there, okay? I'll broad jump right fucking up there, okay? I still got some athleticism in me. I mean, I'm not as athletic as I used to be, but Tony knows I'm still agile. I can still mess around a little bit, jump around. I don't know
what you're doing there, though. I don't need to witness what goes on in there.
No, but I'm saying, I'm an athlete. You've seen me move around. I can fucking move around.
Put a tee in the ground while golfing.
See, that's what I'm saying. You've seen me put
perfect right angle.
You've seen me walk on my hands upside down. You see me do some things out on the what do you call it, the slab out there? Unafraid. Yeah. All right. That's going to do it for the shit talk. Let's get to the football talk. How about that, Tony? We got a Bills Dolphins here. I talked about it before, but 8-1 Josh Allen is in this matchup, I'm pretty sure. And they have dominated a few of these matchups against the Dolphins. It's a 49.5 total, so it's a pretty big total here. One of the bigger ones of the entire week in this game. And yesterday, I felt weird about it. Like, I don't get why it's very high, but I also know that Bills games can go one of two ways. And I think they're honestly covering themselves a little because, like, Bills games, they either just dominate the line of scrimmage and control the game the entire game and win handily, or they kind of spiral. And when they spiral, they can go way over these totals. So I think the total is interesting here. Do you have a stance? I know you're not a big total guy, but do you have a stance on like this game going over or under? And who do you like to win this game?
Yeah, I would have a hard time taking the under with these two teams. I forget what was it yesterday when we were doing it. I think it was 12.5 and 50 or something, and now it's 11.
49.5 and 12.5. Yeah.
Yeah, so and now it's down to 11.5, which is a little interesting. I will say, like we said on the show, Buffalo's a way better team. We both hate Miami. It's still a short week, division game. These teams know each other. It's not the craziest thing ever that Miami can play good in this game tonight. It's a little bit of a trap game for Buffalo at home, short week. Yeah, I think I would have a hard time taking under, though, because even though Miami stinks, I think they'll be able to move the ball a little bit on this Buffalo defense. They're not like the styles we've seen the last 2 weeks where they just want to run at Buffalo. Even the ground game for Miami, they're going to try to get outside with Achane. They're gonna try to get him involved in the pass game. Achane's been awesome versus Buffalo too. I think he's played 4 games against them. All 4 have been just crushers. Tyreek Hill's been pretty good too. So right away, I think the strategy for me at least is going to be obviously you're still heavy on Buffalo winning, but there's a lot more pieces on Buffalo than Miami that like there's not a ton of guys on Miami that I think are great plays. We got your boy Malik too that I'm sure we'll talk about. Tyreek had a pretty good game last week. I talked about him on Sunday. What did he end up with? 100 and what did he end up with?
Yeah, he was decent. He ended up with like 6 catches for like what, 98 yards, 100 yards.
6 for 109. Like that's a solid. I mean, that's solid.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, Tyreek can still play. I think more of the stuff with Tyreek is more just like, is he over Miami, right? Is he just like fed up with Mike McDaniels or Tua? Is there something going on there? But like Tyreek can still, he's still fast, right, Tony? Still fast. He can catch the football and stuff like that. But I agree with what you said. I want to go back to this point because I think it's really important for Showdown is Miami. There's not as many like different paths with these guys. They have their guys, and unless guys get hurt, like in game, their guys are their guys, right? Whereas Buffalo, they bring it. They play so many different guys at times that it's a harder team to figure out. Whereas the Dolphins, I feel like are pretty easy. Like if they're moving the ball, you have to expect Achane if he plays the whole game, he's having some success. And one of like Tyreek Hill or Waddle is probably having some success, right? So you have to think that. And then they've got some other guys that we'll talk about, some of the cheap guys, but not many of them have like a big role. So that's what you're kind of getting to with Miami is like their featured guys are the guys that they really revolve most of their offense around. Or like what, 90%? Whereas the Bills, like if I told you Elijah Moore had a touchdown today, I don't think it would shock you. If I told you that, Shavers or whatever his name is caught, like these 4th and 5th guys for Buffalo, Dawson Knox, the backup, like none of that would shock you. Ty Johnson, all these backups could easily do okay. Whereas like the Dolphins, I think it's harder for some of their backups unless there's an injury. Like I said, unless like in game Achane goes down. Which happens
every game in Miami.
It's true.
Like literally every time someone gets hurt.
Yeah. And the Achane props, they should be. They honestly should be because I think he's by far the best play on Miami. Like it's not even, I think he's a way better play than Tyreek Hill. And I don't think it's close, to be honest with you. So, I mean, we can get into this top tier here because you can see it on Sabre right now. I mean, Josh Allen is the clear projected top guy, which obviously that makes sense. Devin Achane is number 2, Tony. He's up there. Sabre's got him at 20. Really, us and Sabre, very similar projections on Achane. And then you've got James Cook, Tyreek Hill, Tua to kind of round out that top tier, Tony. I mean, Tua's down there just under Tyreek and James Cook. But what do you think with this top tier? Do you agree with the Josh Allen, Achane kind of 1-2?
Yeah, definitely. Like Achane's numbers. So our boy Achane's going to do just as good as Breece Hall. It's not even remotely the same situation. Like not even in the same.
Well, if that's the case, you should be playing 5-1s.
I mean, first of all, we should talk about like everyone's going to play 5-1 tonight, people. So like, don't think that's unique. I should pull up our boy Cody's thing. He always over at ETR, he always posts that good like roster construction because I guarantee Buffalo 5-1s have to be like astronaut. Everyone sees the same thing. Buffalo looks awesome. They beat Baltimore. They blew out Cleveland, or who'd they blow out last week? They blew out Jets. And then Miami's looked awful. So everyone's going to want to shove. But the problem is Miami's got enough, like the route tree's little, everything you keep talking about. And Achane, he caught 15 passes last year. Actually, there was 3 games last year. No, the other one was the playoff.
That was 2 years ago.
It was just 2024, so it threw me off. Yeah. But both games last year, 15, not targets, catches. 15 catches like that in 2 games. That's insane. Touchdowns in all 4 games he's played. I mean, I'm totally on board with that. And I think I'm going to eliminate 5-1s. That's going to be one of my rules. Even though I like Buffalo, I think they're a way better team. I think I'm going to eliminate them, and I can easily make a case for 2 or even 3 Miami guys because of exactly what you said. Buffalo could be Josh Allen connecting with a million different guys. He could have 5 touchdowns to 5 guys. James Cook's obviously a good play too, but James Cook it's either smash or he gets you like 14. Like, I don't think he's near as safe as Achane either. I mean, look at all these guys for Buffalo. It's honestly, captain's going to be that's what we usually talk about first anyways. Like Buffalo, who can I play at captain besides Josh Allen and James Cook?
I don't know if you can play anyone else. Honestly,
obviously, some of them could end up the winning captain, but just looking at it, who do I feel good about? No, none of them.
Yeah, I don't see much on that side in terms of like, I mean, I don't know. I don't love the kicker.
These guys
captain.
could do it, obviously.
Yeah.
Like Tupac, Coleman, Palmer,
Keon.
all these guys could. I just think they're better flex plays, though.
I also, though, if you like that, I think you have to like the opposite of the 5-1. I think you have to like Miami getting ahead in this game. Like the script of Miami getting ahead to really push Buffalo to throw. But if that happens, Tony, how does Josh Allen not have 40 and be on the winner? Right?
I mean,
like
Josh Allen, he had his bad game last week too. I don't see him and he didn't have a bad game. They just ran the ball.
Dude, they broke his nose during the game.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be out too. When they were going through the helmet, I was like,
I knew he wasn't going to be out. I saw him when I saw him jog off. I was like, oh, they broke his nose. Cause he never, like, if he's coming out, he's in pain, like extreme amount of pain to get him to jog off. And I could tell. And I was like, this dude's not leaving the game because of a broken nose. He's going to come back in. And of course he did. He's just tough, but the problem with the Bills is they will, if they can just pound the football on a short week and get away, just owning the clock, running the ball, they'll do it. That's the one problem with them. That's why I said, I kind of like Josh Allen captain builds when you think that the other team is going to really push them and not just in garbage time get there, right, Tony? Because Miami could get there in garbage time too. They don't have to. Like Achane could get there in garbage time, but I think for Josh Allen to be like the dominant captain, they need resistance from the get-go, pretty much, kind of like they got with the Ravens. It doesn't have to be that dramatic, but that's more what I'm saying. If you think they just dominate, though, I kind of don't love the Josh Allen captains as much.
Yeah, and another issue with Josh Allen captain is just how popular it's going to be. I mean, what do we got him projected at? Like 25% captain. Like that's pretty high for captains. I mean, that means 1 out of 4 times he's got to be the winning cap, more than one. So you got to half the time almost. He's got to, not half the time. I exaggerated that, but 1 out of 4 to break even. So you're talking 30% to be in good shape. I think it'll be even higher, honestly, too, because there's not that many captains tonight that you can really get into. So
I want to know, back to your point, I want to know how popular the 5-1s. I'm going to run this thing at some point during our show. I just want to see how much Saber's going to give us the 5-1s here. I'll run it though at some point, Tony, as we start talking.
Like 12% right now on mine, like 12% 5-1s, and that's just natural. Like that's not doing anything.
Have you changed anything, or
I haven't changed anything? I literally just ran it, so like somewhere around that. I think it'll be higher though. I really do. I think Josh Allen will be higher, and I think 5-1s will be higher.
So before I get into who specifically else you like, because obviously you like Josh Allen, Don had a question. I did want to. Hello, I have a big question. I'm playing a tournament where I can't play kicker. Any advice would give on building? So pretty much it's Showdown, but without a kicker, Don? I mean, if you can't play
the same way I was going to build, just not play kickers.
Yeah, just you don't play kickers. I
like kickers on this show, but if no one can play kickers, then I would just, yeah, I mean, no kickers.
No kicker. I think that would hurt Buffalo a little bit more because I do think if there's kicking points, it probably comes more from the Buffalo side anyways. So maybe a little more on the Miami side. Like you said, get those Miami guys with the solid floor, like the main guys. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of simple. Get rid of the kickers, build from there. Josh Allen, Tony, how popular or how much are you going to have of him in captain? And who else do you like at the top? I mean, who's your number? Obviously, Josh Allen's probably your one. If he's not, let us know. But who's 2 and 3 for you?
Yeah, I mean, there's just not that many captains for me tonight. And the weird thing is, I'm looking at Buffalo, and I just don't know if I can play any of these guys. Maybe like my sneaky one besides obviously Allen and James Cook. You have to play Allen and James Cook, even if you play like 5 teams. Someone asked me this question in the DMs as we were coming on. Like if I played 5 teams, how many I actually need to write them back too now that I'm saying this, but 5, hopefully he's watching. The 5 teams, like I would play for sure one Allen, for sure 1 Cook, for sure 1 Achane. And then for my other 2, like I don't really feel the need to go overboard on Josh Allen, just because even if Allen nukes, you're going to have a lot of teams to compete with. Whereas I can play like I think Josh Palmer would be my other Buffalo guy. I was trying to look at his snap counts real quick while I was talking. How much is he on the field? So 51% last week.
His routes run, just so you know, for Josh Palmer was pretty good last week. It was different from week 1 to week 2. And I don't know if that had anything to do with the game, but I think he ran the most routes, if I remember correctly. Yes.
What was that?
He ran 19 routes in week 2. Dalton Kincaid had 18. Shakir and Coleman had 17.
I just don't understand. Like, how are these guys not on the field more? Like,
because they were rotating more in this game because of the way the game played out. Because in week 1, it was way more condensed. It was way more like, Shakir and Keon and Palmer kind of dominated the stuff. And then there was everyone else. Like Elijah Moore got 13 routes. Shavers got 7. Like it was way more spread out in this game than it was in the last game. They didn't have to throw as much either. I mean, like they just dominated. Jets couldn't move the football. I mean, that's why I'm saying I don't know how much you can take away.
I mean, they could easily go back and do it. But anyways, I got sidetracked a little bit with that. Josh Palmer would be just my random guy because of how much cheaper he is. I mean, he's only 7,200 in the captain. That lets you play. I mean, so let's look it up. I always like doing this. If you
By the way, first-time viewer here. What's Josh Allen's realistic floor? He's right here. It says first-time viewer here.
Are you actually a first-time viewer? Are you actually?
I mean, he just wrote it in the chat. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so like this is my point. Like, if I played a cheaper captain in this game, because obviously I think Allen, Cook, Achane are the best. If I did though, what would it get me? So if I play a cheaper one, I want to be able to play Allen, Achane, and Cook for sure in a scenario like this. So if I played a Palmer, that leaves me with 4,500 for 2 spots, which is pretty comfortable. I mean, you can do a lot of things with that. But just say you flip it and you play, let's just say Josh Allen. You play Josh Allen captain and you play Palmer. So you got the same team. You're just alternating. This is kind of why I always struggle to do it, to play like a Palmer. So what I say, 4,500? With the same team, but Josh Allen captain, you still have 2,600 for 2 spots. Is it really like worth it to come off a Allen or a Achane or a Cook to a Palmer and you only get 19 extra per spot, 2 spots left? Because you can always punt 1 spot. You got guys like Shavers that he'll score here and there and stuff. Ty Johnson's going to play a decent amount for 2,400, all that stuff. So is it really worth it for that much difference? I don't know. And I don't like need 6 guys. It's not one of those slates where like there's a bunch of stuff in the mid tier that has a floor. I'm fine punting a spot tonight to get these studs in there. So I don't know. Yeah,
By the way,
you are one. Like that.
I am. If you are, please hit the like button on the video. He did ask, what's Josh Allen's floor? I mean, Tony, if you're looking at like
last week, that's his floor. What was it?
It was 11.82.
Oh, that's his floor, 11.82. Whoever has that, he's not going lower than that. I promise. Unless he gets injured.
And I think that exact game is the way Josh Allen goes under, right? There's just no resistance on the other side, and he doesn't have to throw. So they just run the football. Like I got Linnell says, I see Buffalo running the ball most of the fourth quarter. That's how Josh Allen doesn't get there, right? And maybe Achane somehow, on a trailing script kind of volumes his way into the winner or something. Or James Cook has multiple touchdowns or something like that. So that's the way Josh Allen doesn't get his ultimate, either the projection or just his ultimate ceiling is that route right there. And I think you can build that way too. Like for me, James Cook is my favorite captain tonight. I think Achane would be my second, Josh Allen third. So that'll be.
I don't worry about Cook tonight. I just feel like Buffalo. You always talk about it with other teams, like this is your game, that's their game. I feel like on a short week, this kind of. I wanted to get to this take later in the show, but it just came up.
Yeah.
I think they could give Cook a little bit an easy pedal tonight and get some of these other rushers in there. So, like,
I give you my
he just crushed. How many weeks in a row with Buffalo do they have the same guy crush back-to-back weeks? Like, can I get, because I had the same thought this morning when I was looking at this game, right? But can I tell you why I won't believe that with this specific team? Because James Cook is one of the few stud running backs, Tony, where they don't give him a just shitload. It's not like Bijan, where he's out there for 80% of the work. And he only had 48% of the rushing share last game. 48%. He's doing what he's doing, only being on the field for 50% of the snaps, Tony. Think about that. How many stud running backs are doing stuff like James Cook, where he's scoring and scoring, but they're only on the field for this? Not many, I will say. Like JT played like 90%. Achane plays like he plays like the most of any running back, plays like 94% of the snaps last game. I'm just looking at all these stud running backs, and I'm like, there's not many guys that that are as efficient as James Cook with the touches he gets. That's why I don't know if what you're saying kind of plays in this scenario. I get it though. It's like short week. Why wouldn't they give Ray Davis a few extra carries, right? Instead of James Cook. And maybe they do. Maybe Ray Davis, instead of Ray getting 20% of the rushing share. And remember too, I'm looking at the game where they blew the team out, right? So I'm looking at the Jets game. This is the Jets game where these are the numbers, right? So this is in like a total domination blowout pretty much, where these are the numbers. So, but yeah, maybe Ray Davis does get, instead of 20% of the share, he gets 25 or 30. So then Cook gets 45% of the rushing share, or 40 even. Could he still get 2 touchdowns though with that rushing share and be the captain? I think he could. That's the funniest part of the whole thing. Like, he could still get 2 touchdowns and he could still be on the winner. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of, and it also depends on game flow too. Like if it's a close game,
right,
I think Cook gets more work. If it's a little bit of a, say it's a 2 touchdown game type thing where the spread's in the double digits, I think Ray Davis last week, like you're talking about, James Cook got 21 carries, Ray Davis got 9. I mean, I could see it being similar again.
It makes both of them pretty good play.
And that's a viable showdown strategy where,
right,
if you think Buffalo rolls, play James Cook, play Ray Davis, play the Bills defense. Maybe you even fade Josh Allen and you play Tyreek Hill and Achane, and that's kind of your build to get there.
One of my favorite builds, actually, Tony, is playing Devon Achane in the captain, but then you play like the Bills running game. So it's James Cook, Josh Allen, Ray Davis, and then you can figure it out from there. But like you get like all the rushing upside pretty much, and you fade like the Bills pass catchers completely in those builds, and you just play like all the running backs. I don't want to give the full team, but like it's a super easy build, and it makes sense in my head because like they could just spread out. Like, what if Josh Allen gets a rushing touchdown, but just one? James Cook gets one. Ray Davis gets one. And Achane just volumes his way to like 20-something and outscores them all. You know what I mean? Like, I could see that being the winner tonight.
Definitely. I mean, I think there's a reasonable path for that to happen, too.
Again, I don't want to give the whole thing, but Ty Johnson's lurking. Like, that's what I'm saying, though. They got all these guys, and that goes back to Tony's point. Like, yeah, they could use these guys a little bit more.
They just like to use a lot of guys anyway. So, like, it's one of the tough parts about Buffalo. You almost have to take stands. Like, some of these slates, you can just spread it around. You almost have to, like, bet on how it's going to go. And maybe you just fade most of these receivers. Or maybe you go in heavier on the receivers because everyone wants the running game. It's the best part of Showdown. You just can pick a path. Go with it. You can even play multiple paths. If you got 5 teams, play it. You know what's unique? A Josh Allen with 2 receivers, a Tua with 2 receivers. And you just think it shoots out and you don't play any run. Well, Achane could be considered a running receiver too. But like a team like that where you don't play James Cook or any of the running backs, that'll be unique. Like no one's going to do that.
Nobody. And that's the way you want to try and think about, especially when you build like 1 team, 3 teams. You just want to think about your paths and like how that team would get there. And like that's an easy way. And also how to be unique at the same time, which is what you're talking about. Like, how do I build a couple teams? Cause I'm only playing like $45 tonight, right, Tony? Like the main one on DraftKings is like $15, right? So you're playing like 3 teams in that, and you want to be unique. You don't want to just go in there and play the same thing that everyone else is going to play. But remember, it's amplified because a lot of guys have 20, 50, 100, 150 lineups. So like, how do I try and get different from the field in general with my 3 builds? And you just said it, like, do things that naturally wouldn't be the way people would build the team. And that's the way to be unique. We see that stuff happen all the time, where just the oddest builds ever. I'm blanking on the one that's, do you remember the Showdown slate that Sully won recently, where he had like the weirdest build ever?
Slate. He wins every slate.
Yeah, he does win a lot of slates, but he had one Showdown shipper recently.
It was the big one. It was like 250 or something that he hit for.
And it was like the weirdest build ever, where he had like a defense, but in like a build that you wouldn't expect or something like that. And it was just very odd, but it was obviously a sick build and he won. And like, that's the way you want to try and think about building your teams pretty much. So, all right. Yeah. Sully doesn't miss. He definitely doesn't miss. He's nasty, but, all right. So that's the studs, Tony. And we kind of touched on it. Just to be clear, I'm going to be more James Cook, Achane as my 1-2, and then Allen would be my 3. How are you ranking like your stud or captains?
I'm not going to like Cook as much as you. That'd be the difference. I will put Tyreek over. I honestly like Josh Allen and Achane.
Tyreek over
majority.
Okay.
I might put some Ray Davis captain too, though, because I'm kind of talking myself into that Ray Davis bill.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna play a cheap bill, he'd probably be the guy. So,
and all he needs is like he could easily score twice. He could score once and break one. Like he can catch a few balls. I'm talking myself into a little Ray Davis.
And like you said too, this would be the game where they would bring him in a little bit more early in the game. If there's ever like a game, you know what I mean? It would be something like that. I just
can't see Miami like competing with them either as part. And if Buffalo, just say Buffalo wins by, just say they do blow them out like we would think without like taking any extra stuff in. We like Buffalo. We hate Miami. They say they win by 35 tonight. Like Ray Davis is going to smash. Like he's gonna crush in that scenario.
Well, so. I'll throw a caveat in it. Ray Davis, Ty Johnson, like one of them will smash.
I don't like Ty Johnson as much in big
because you want the rushing guy. Ty Johnson's not.
I do like Ty Johnson, but if the game's close, I like Ty Johnson way more than Ray Davis. If it's a blowout, I have to like Ray Davis more
because Ty Johnson's more like the third down back, where Ray Davis is more the early down back.
Ty Johnson's good too. Like he's legit good.
Honestly, all three of their running backs are legit good. I mean, they're all good. I think Ray Davis is nasty. Like Ray Davis could easily start on a bunch of teams right now that need running backs. Like easily could, in my opinion. Honestly, Ray Davis, Ty Johnson would be a good 1-2 on other teams. It'd be like a perfect.
Definitely.
It'd be like a perfect combination.
I thought Buffalo was going to do it before they paid Cook. James. I thought they might just tell Cook to kick rocks and we'll keep Ray Davis and Ty.
I thought they were going to trade him like Dallas or some shit like that before the Parsons trade or anything like that, before all that stuff happened and everything. But I really thought James Cook had a chance to go somewhere. But man, he just always finds a way. I'll just give you the caveat of James Cook. Don't fade him. He just always finds a way to score. And it's annoying. So that's all I'm going to say about James Cook. But all right, the next tier, Tony, the Jalen Waddle. I don't think Tua is going to be very popular in the captain. He has struggled at times in this matchup against Buffalo. And then there's a drop off. Shakir, Keon Coleman. I don't think you can play those guys in captain, to be honest with you. And I like Shakir. I'm a big Shakir guy, but I think they're more flex plays to be honest. Waddle's they said that Waddle has to, he's got to warm up. They think he's going to play, but they want to wait.
Classic Waddle.
Yeah. I mean, well, talk about that though. So what are you doing with Waddle? If he's in, if he's out, what does that change for you? Let's just talk about both scenarios.
I get an absurd low amount of him running it. It's almost crazy how little I get. And that's what the Sims too on Saber Sim with the projections. He just checks out as a really he's the worst play of the slate. Let's be honest. He's projected 30% ownership, and there's just no way he hits the winner more than 30% of the time. Let's just that's just simple how I like to think about things, but that's just a simple way to look at it. 25-30% owned. Can he be in the winner more than that? I see no scenario that he's in the winner more than that. So I want him, and it's funny that it's like this, but I get 7% of him in my run. I'm pretty good with that because I'm not full fading him. I don't like him. I'm not full fading him, and I just get a little sliver in there because he's still Jalen Waddle. He can still catch 2 touchdowns and get 120 or something. He can easily do that. So I'm actually pretty good with just say 10%. I want 10% Jalen Waddle. He's the worst play of the slate, though, I think. I mean, you look at the prices. His projection is so much lower than everybody in his price range.
It's the play that no one wants to play, right, Tony? So he's overpriced, so no one wants to play. And that makes him I guess a better in Showdown play, I guess.
Maybe, but man, he just
you know me, I hate
that. If he beats me, I can just live with it. I'm never gonna be man, I wish I played more Jalen Waddle. I've never said that in my life. I just he's the worst play of the slate. I don't. I
will just say too, I don't want to bring it off this subject, but AJ says fade Allen tonight. He won't run much with the broken nose. Honestly, the first 2 games, even before the broken nose, he wasn't really running that much anyways, the first couple games. And I don't know if that's them just telling him hey, we don't need to do this, or he's only running when he has to run. But that's what it felt like. Even in the Ravens game, there were times early in the game where I was why isn't he running? And he just wouldn't. He'd just keep his eyes downfield, wait. But you're right in the standpoint, AJ. I bet you're right with the tush push, in the goal line. They're just going to hand it off. His nose is broken. And think about it, Tony. Everyone knows his nose is broken. In the tush push, They're going to just be swinging and trying anything so they might not even run the tush push. And I will say that might hurt Josh Allen a little bit at the goal line in general. And that might bump Ray Davis and James Cook even more. So I like the idea, honestly, of 2 Buffalo running backs, whether you like one in the captain or not. I kind of like this. The more and more, it's a good point by AJ. I don't know if he meant it just to be in general he won't run. I think that's how he meant it. And he might be right there. But I'm thinking about it more in terms of the goal line. And they didn't run it, I think, last week. They just jammed it with James Cook down there. And he's probably right. I don't think they run it again. And on top of it, it's horrendous. Philly just said, and I agree, they're terrible at it.
I still don't get how every
it?
team in football sucks at running it except the Eagles. I don't understand.
You want to know why? Because almost all these teams, their quarterbacks don't squat 650 pounds like Jalen Hurts does. Like quarterbacks don't do that shit. You know what I mean? Like
who ran it last week that was the most embarrassing I've ever seen? I can't remember it off the top of my head. Someone ran it though, and it was just embarrassing.
Oh, I know who.
Minnesota,
I know who. It was JJ McCarthy.
God, it was embarrassing.
He fell off the jump, and then one of them was a bad snap. So I won't put it on him. It was a bad snap, one of them, but one of them was his fault. He just fell.
I think the one I'm talking about was a bad snap, but still, it was pathetic.
He would have still gotten stuff, even if it was a perfect snap, though. I fully believe
the other game, I think it was the Bengals game. If they start calling that false start on not false start, but encroachment on the offense, that's going to change this play too. Because the Philly does that all the time. They have a guy that's in the neutral zone, but they just don't call it.
Did you see how 3 of the linemen were moving before the ball was sniped and hiked last week, and they didn't call it?
They're going to start calling it, I think. And all it takes with this freaking play is one time for it to happen, and you start second guessing it. Because you go back 5, there's a big difference between the 1 and the 6.
Yeah, and if you don't think, this play was almost banned before the season. So if you don't think that the owners and the league isn't calling all the refs and letting them know, hey, this is a point of emphasis. Do not let this happen, because people were talking about it after that. It was clear too, Tony. It wasn't even close. It was clear. How did you miss that? You didn't call it. And you can't let that happen. That's crazy. The play itself kind of sucks, but I didn't want it banned because teams should just stop it. You know what I mean? They should have to stop it, but you still can't let them, move before the ball is snapped. That is definitely not fair. So, yeah, we'll see on that, but I agree with you. I think they'll try their best to stop it. But back to the Waddle, I think we agree on him. I'm just going to be low. He's not going to be very popular though. Shakir and Coleman, are they just flex plays to you? Because they look like just flex plays.
And they're just truly guys that I'm just going to let SaberSim give me my 25% of or 30% of. I don't have strong takes. Could they crush? Yeah, I think both of them could get 18 to 20 easily, but they could also get 6. They're just tough plays. I want to stay out of this range. The good part of this slate, though, is it's easy to stay out of this range just by playing the 3 studs. You just play the 3 studs and then figure the rest out, because that's going to naturally get you off of this range. So, yeah, I want to be field. If you guaranteed me the field on Coleman and Shakir and even Waddle, I want to be under on Waddle. But Coleman and Shakir, Dalton Kincaid, he's just a little cheaper, but the same thing. I want to be exactly whatever the field is on all 3 of those guys. I don't want to take a stand under or over.
Yeah, I think if you made me take a stand, I might just take Keon, but I feel like
he's the most upside of the 3 for
sure. Yeah, that's more what I'm saying. It's 100% the upside.
And he had a really tough matchup last week too, and he had an easy matchup week 1, so
easy. Are we calling the Ravens easy? I wouldn't say
their secondary looks pretty bad to me. We'll see as the year goes, but I think their secondary is a little weak.
Don't forget though, his touchdown was very fluky in that game, and a lot of his production was in the fourth quarter when they just like had no choice. He did very little before that point. So let's be careful. It's not like he was crushing all game. This, you know what I'm saying? Like that. I just want to be clear. So that's the one thing I will say about Keon, but I would put him ahead.
I want to put that chart on my player pool for Showdown that we used to have for the NBA playoffs, where it's like, I think that was helpful, like more helpful than what I'm doing now for the people. Like 5 guys that I want to be over on, 5 guys that I want to be under on. I think that was pretty cool how we did that for the playoffs, because like, it just shows some of these plays where you want to focus on more and stuff. And like the Bills defense, for example, in this same price range, projected to be 20% owned. Everyone thinks Buffalo is going to kill them. I want to be under on the Bills defense for sure at 20%. I do not want to be over on that whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking them out of my player pool though, because Tua does.
I'm not either. I'm not taking Waddle. We're not taking anyone out anymore in Showdown. We're not freaking doing it, even if you get just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I don't need 20%. You give me 10 or 15, I'll be fine with. I don't need 20% though of the field. I mean, I'm going to be way under on Josh Allen captain. That's going to be my biggest stand. And then one of my other rules that I kind of like is I might just go max 2 Miami skill position players, to where it just gives me 2 guys on most of my teams.
You're not going to get more than that anyways, though.
On builds, I'm talking running backs, wide receivers.
If you go like all the way to the cheap range, then yeah, you'd get more than that.
I'm talking running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, like the whole thing, like max 2 of those guys. I don't think I need more than that from Miami. Like I think the more I want more from the Buffalo side, because I know that side could be more spread out anyways. So give me like 2 guys and I'll be good with it, and then I can move on. But let's get into the next range here. Well, Matt Prater, he's been really good. He's had double digits, I think, the first 2 games as a kicker. And we all know Buffalo, they'll take the points at times. And if they don't use the tush push at all with Josh Allen's nose, then maybe they just take the 3 on 4th and short. So he seems like a decent option, Tony, for a kicker. I like Prater. I think he's going to be popular, but I think for good reason. Like, I'd rather be over on Prater than over on the defense.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Prater's just solid too. He's a veteran.
Solid.
He's just a good kicker. I think we looked him up on probably the Baltimore Showdown when we were kind of looking him up. I mean, he's just a good kicker. He's solid too. Like, he's going to be safer than these receivers.
How old is Matt Prater? Seriously,
we looked it up the one day on that show. It's the only reason I know. He's like 34 or something.
God, how is he not like 50 years old?
I thought he was going to be like 47 when I looked.
He's 41.
He is all 41 was what it was. I don't know.
He was born in 1984.
That's me, baby. What was his month? I'm 84.
He was August. He was born August 10th. Yeah.
I'm older than him.
Yep. Yeah, 41. I knew he was in his 30s. I was like, no way. This dude has to be in his 40s.
For some reason, I was thinking 30s, but 41, that makes sense.
Yeah. Prater captain love. Tony, you got any kicker love in the captain?
This is definitely not a kicker captain slate for me, at least. It is a short week, so you could see a little bit uglier of a game, but I don't have a chance. I don't want kicker captain tonight.
Our boy Don Yeezy's
Don Yeezy's got me, baby.
He's got you. What are the chances Tua outscores James Cook? I mean, there's a chance for sure.
I mean, there's more than just a chance. Like, it's still a quarterback versus a running back in a blowout. Right. I like Cook more, but I mean, their projection's only a point off, 2 points off.
The way it happens, I would be higher on Ray Davis if that's your if you're like, I'm going to under project James Cook, I'm going to over project Tua, right? If that's your idea, Josh, on this slate, I would be higher on one of Ray Davis or Ty Johnson, honestly, because if Tua does crush Tony, that could mean Ty is actually the running back. I would be higher on Ty and Ray is the way James Cook falls. That's the way I would look at it. If I like Tua, if I'm bumping Tua and I'm lower on James, I would be higher on Ray Davis and or Ty Johnson.
Yep, I totally agree. I had a build too while you were talking a minute ago where Ray Davis, Cook, Josh Allen, and then Achane, Tua, Malik Washington, and that build made a lot of sense to me. It was like 300 short, so I had to come off one guy. I had to come off one guy, and I couldn't figure out which guy, because that roster would make. I wish it could fit. Like if that roster could fit, I think I could make that my main team almost. I like that construction.
I don't know if you're still in Survivor, Tony. Either of you two picking Buffalo for Survivor. If you had a Survivor ticket, are you taking Buffalo?
I haven't looked at the whole week. Let me see what the other. I would have a hard time picking a division game on a Thursday, but I don't know all the spreads for the week.
So I will say, if you're in the Run Pure Sports Discord, I know Stats and JBC, they started a Survivor Pool channel on the bet side, and they're talking about it in there, or they were at least like 30 minutes or an hour ago, about who they like and what their plan is. Because they got I think 10 entries, Tony, in that DraftKings Big Dog one, and they were talking about talking about who their plan is for this week. And I'm just looking right now. If you're not in there, obviously sign up. You can also DM Tony still. Tony, first time DMers can still get that special Big T code. You can on Twitter or in Discord, you can DM Tony if you want a little promo code, and you can join us at Run Pure Sports. Like I said before, Run Pure Premium Package. If you want all sports, one price, or if you just want the football package, that works as well. But you can join us. And just looking at their sheet, they do have Buffalo. They have 10. They have 10 spots in this thing, and they have Buffalo on 3 of them. So they're using Buffalo.
I put no thought until this exact second looking at it. But the only other team that sticks out really is Seattle and that New Orleans game. Who else is their other main one?
Seattle. They have Seattle 3, Seattle 4, Buffalo 3, and then they have 2 Tampa and 1 Green Bay. That's how they're spreading out. So you're right.
I think that's a pretty good spread, honestly. If I had to pick, I might save Buffalo just because of the Thursday factor. I mean, weird stuff happens on Thursdays. Like, it's a short week in the NFL, and it's a division game. Seattle at home versus New Orleans, I struggle to see them lose, so I'd probably pick Seattle. But I like their distribution, though. 10 teams, spread it around like that, and honestly, it makes a lot of sense. 2 sharp guys.
Yeah. And also, if you're watching this for first time or first time hitting the like button, hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to get those subscribers up. So if you have not subscribed already, ring that bell. It's super easy. Subscribe, just like I'm showing on screen. We appreciate all the subscribes, all the likes. Let's get those likes up. I want to get more than 170 or whatever we got last time, Tony. I want to get into the 200s. If we can get into the 200s or 250s, that would be pretty sweet for this showdown video. All right, let's bring it to the next range. Here's a
quick question before you get, because that's the one thing. And the guy said about the flow chart. Flow chart's going to be week 4, I think. I have everything updated. I was going to put it up this week, but literally, I hate putting it up when it doesn't mean anything. I need at least one more week of data. 3 weeks to put up. It's ready to go. Maybe I'll put it up just for the members and with a big fat headliner that says, I don't really trust these numbers yet, but I'll put it up for the people. But the one thing I know from last year and already this year, Miami is so bad with tight ends. They don't ever go to these guys. I just they were dumping it off to Jonnu when they had all the issues and stuff.
He's different.
Don't like to do it though. They don't like it. Like if Achane gets hurt, they'll use the tight ends more. Like they got 6 total points in 2 weeks, I think, from the tight end position. Like that's just tough.
Think about how much they love their tight end room when they did this, Tony. They signed Darren Waller during the offseason.
That's what I mean. Like it's just
think about it. That's how much they like their tight end room when they traded Jonnu. They went and signed Darren Waller, who still has yet to play. I don't think he's going to play again today. Who knows if he ever plays? Like, that's telling in my opinion. So
just to polish the guy's point though, like Tanner Connor is 800.
Right.
Obviously you can play that at 800. The issue though, he's going to be popular because look at these projections down here. He's the only one down here that has a projection more than like 1. So he's going to get ownership. So do you really want to play 16% owned Tanner Connor?
No, I don't. Honestly, I rather take a shot with $200 shavers.
In the Sims, I get 33% Tanner Connor.
Wow,
that's what it gave me naked. I haven't run any of that. That's all I've run. There's 600. What? 800 it says on my thing.
He's 800. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. I'm looking at the pricing. He's 800. But I will just say, and it's on the screen. It's literally on the screen. It says 800. But yeah, no, I will be under on Tanner Connor. If he's coming in at 25, 30%, Tony.
I don't think they're coming that high because it's the Sims bumping them like the honestly. This is how quick I changed my mind with stuff. Like because he's supposed to be between 10 and 15% owned. The Sims give me 33%. It makes me like
be higher. I'd book a bet higher than 15%.
I think he will too, just because of the projection. I'm just saying, like usually I trust SaberSim with this kind of stuff where I just like that price tag does do a lot for your builds. I think I like him more than I initially said.
Big T just said, can we trust Saber? I trust Saber with this stuff.
With stuff like this, I do for sure because I don't like all these guys down low. I like Shavers okay, but are they really going to – I don't know. I think I like him more than I let on initially.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Again, we're talking the worst range, the low range. You're taking shots.
And I want to be in this range, though, tonight because we want to play those 3 studs. You need a cheapie. We don't love the mid-range. So you're gonna need the tie. Oh, go down to the cheap range because we got your boy Westbrook Akine too. Your homeboy, he's back.
I will just.
You should captain him. That's what you should do. You should win all the money by captaining him.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. If Waddle's out, I will play some captain.
Yeah,
of course.
He's gonna turn into like
Westbrook Akine though. Just isn't getting the run because Malik is better and. Those are their 3 guys, and we keep talking about it. They played their 3 guys, Tony. So Westbrook Akine doesn't
a blowout in our build, and Washington and Westbrook Akine play a ton.
Hold on. So in week 1, let's see this. In week 1, they got blown out. They're not getting blown out worse than in week 1, right, Tony? Like that game was that game was as bad as you can get in terms of a blowout.
I bet Westbrook played more.
He did. He played 43% of the snaps. 43% of the snaps. I wonder how many routes though. That's the question for me. How many routes did he get on his 43 snaps? Because I know Malik played the most. I don't know though how many routes. Let's see. If I could spell, that would help. There we go. He got 12 routes. And I think in week 2, he got like 6. So you're right. The routes did go up. You're right 100% on that.
I'm just saying, like, that's a build that can win you first place tonight, though.
I'd rather play Malik Washington in the captain.
That's what I'm talking about. Play both of them. Like, no one will do that. And when it's a blowout and you play Ray Davis with those 2, you can literally solo ship something tonight. Isn't that the goal for $15 to solo ship something? How good are you going to feel when it's a blowout? And in the 4th quarter, you got Ray Davis, Malik Washington, Westbrook Akine in there. Like, you're going to feel amazing.
Exactly. Like, I mean,
I actually feel pretty good about that build. The more I'm like thinking about the script, because I think Buffalo rolls them. So I
by the way,
like that build a decent amount.
I wasn't going to answer this question, but it was just posted funny, so I laughed real quick because he posted it the wrong question, the wrong people. But then he said, "I'm 9 beers deep, so forgive me. And I said, okay, that's fair. He's 9 bears deep. I'll forgive him for being 9 bears deep. But I don't know, Tony, you want Wentz 4,000, Mariota 4,000? We know who you're taking if you had to choose between Wentz and Mariota and Tyrod.
Imagine not taking Carson Wentz at 4,000.
I mean, that was
Sunday
just the obvious.
Free money. Sunday is free money Sundays.
All right. No, we're not doing this right now. I'm not letting you just say free money with Carson Wentz. It's not free.
Dude, he's 4,000. Don't give me stuff. I'm not doing this right now. We're doing it later in the week.
Okay, fine. Then we'll fight on the Wood Show. But I will not allow you to lie to people about Carson Wentz.
Right.
You need to post that fucking chart that you're looking at right above your head.
It's not
post it.
It's got to come when I'm teaching you the X streets. You can't do it right now and waste it. You got to save it from the right moment.
But you got to do it this week. It's this week.
Saturday or Sunday when it's going to hit just perfect.
Okay. All right. Fine. All right. You're the Twitter pro. Okay. I'm the novice. You're the Twitter pro. I'll give you that.
Sunday when I'm talking about our Wood Show, I'm going to send it out.
Oh, God. I can't do it. Wentz MVP. It was still the best year of my life because most of the time, like, I make the ridiculous takes that get just made fun of for like a year. It was like the one time I can remember in the years that I've done, like content and shows with Tony, the one time I can remember where I can always hold on to that year.
50-1 MVP bet.
Yes, 50-1.
God.
Love it.
Heaven forbid I put a 50-1 bet out there and I get made fun of 10 years later.
I mean, it's just amazing. It'll never die. It's classic. I agree.
Everyone that whole time was like, how can you bet? I'm like, it's 50-1.
Well, you also thought Carson Wentz, for real, you thought he was a top 5 quarterback at the time.
That wasn't when I bet this. I bet it with the Colts, and I thought he'd be good with the Colts. I really believed.
No, but I'm saying you really believed he was a top 5 quarterback. When he was
with the Eagles, I definitely did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you really believed he was a top 5 quarterback.
But I didn't like if it was even like who do you think's going to win the MVP? I wouldn't have been like Carson Wentz. It was because he's 50-1.
By the way, speaking of MVP, is Justin Herbert the favorite yet? Is he going up there? Is he going to get
us
there?
Back to this freaking slate. This is what you do, and this is why we're already over an hour. Because you're talking about the MVP on the
No. First of all, I know when you have to get out of here. You're still fine right now. You'll be fine to get the kids. Don't worry. I didn't forget about it. We're fine. But we got plenty of time. We'll get back to this game though, because why is Malik Washington the best cheap spend on the entire slate, Big T? Talk to me about Malik, because I know you love Malik Washington. I can see it.
It's just because of the script too. Like again, I think you got to weigh it tonight. Who's winning and who's losing. If it's a close game, I still don't think he's like the best play, but I think Buffalo handles them by 2-3 touchdowns at least. And at the end of the game, Malik's going to play. Like Waddle could be out. Waddle could get hurt during the game. Tyreek could quit and walk off the field like AB. Any of that could happen. Malik Washington is going to be in there. And the more I think about it, the more I like I like these cheaper guys tonight. I like Malik. I like Ray Davis. I like Westbrook Akine. I like Ty Johnson. I like the tight ends. I guess you could say Julian Hill, Tanner Connor. I like these cheap guys. Yeah.
Julian Hill. I like you were going great. And then you brought up Julian
because I looked Hill. Up after someone talked about it. He dropped a touchdown last week. I mean, if you
all right, go back to him. Okay. All right. Go. You play Julian Hill. I'm gonna play Malik Washington, who's good. And I've been telling you he's good. I feel like I've been talking about Malik Washington.
Yeah, all you do is talk about freaking Malik Washington. I knew I was dreading going this show because I knew you were going to talk about him.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, he's a good play. I already bet his alts on DraftKings. What's up, Big Ed?
Big Ed.
I already bet his alts, and I think he's a great showdown play. What do you want? And you do too, apparently. So I didn't even have to sell you. I thought I was going to have to sell you. I didn't even have to sell you. You already think he's a good play. So
I mean, he's another guy that's going to get a lot of ownership too. But I like him. I like him above the field. He's just a good play. His projection's really good, and it should be really good.
It should be. Yeah. No, it should be. It's a short week. Waddle's already always banged up. Tyreek Hill is hit or miss at best, in my opinion. Yeah, it makes sense to me. 100%.
So I got a good bet too. And it's the funny thing is I was going to bring it up at the end because I knew you'd love it, and I was going to end with this. But so the Bumpsta says, you hit the freaking button. Malik first touchdown. My bet of the show was actually going to be Malik last touchdown. You can get similar odds in last touchdown, though, because in the fourth, when it's a blowout, I think Malik catches the last touchdown. That was going to be my bet of the show, but I wanted to give it right now. I loved it, and I knew it was going to pump you up. Malik Washington, last touchdown.
All right, SC. I want whoever JSU thinks is trash, but he's still playing them. There you go. Hey, get in there. You don't have to play Malik. You can fade Malik then. That's fine. Take that. I like it. I like the last touchdown bet. That's a good one. And just because I like Malik, I agree. I don't love the first. The problem with the first touchdown is, man, the Bills probably score the first touchdown. So it's like tough, but I do like the odds, obviously 30-1. It's just the last touchdown makes more sense from what you're saying anyways at the end. So I like that bet, Tony. That is a good bet. I give you credit here. Anything else you see that we didn't talk about? Like we already talked about Ray Davis. We think he's a good play. Ty Johnson, if you like Miami to hang around, I think he's a better play in a close game. Anything else? I talked about Shavers for 200. Weird thing about Shavers too. He plays sometimes like down inside the 5, which I thought was interesting for the Bills. Like on some of their snaps, and a lot of them probably are running plays, but I just thought it was interesting. Like he was in the game for a few of those plays. Granted, they were probably up, but he's 200. So there's another cheap guy. I think maybe gets a little ownership, but could possibly do something. Anyone else that we didn't touch on before we get to plays of the day?
No, I think we locked it in.
All right, let's do it. Plays of the day here. Make sure you guys get over to Run Pure Sports if you haven't already and check us out. And if you want a little special promo code, you can slide on into Big T44 DFS. Slide into those DMs. Get a little promo code. Get in on the winners at runpuresports.com. All right, Big T, play of the day. I don't know if you want to do favorite captain or your just favorite overall play, favorite cheapie, but you do it, man. Who you got?
Yeah, it's not going to be my favorite captain. Just the way the slate sets up, I think that's a obvious spot, but it's going to be Ray Davis for me. I think it's that. Short week. I think it's Ray Davis tonight for me.
I love that. Ray Davis would have been one of my guys. I'll go with my guy Malik since you took Ray. But love the Buffalo running game. I'm going to play a lot of teams with 2 running backs from Buffalo. So love that. And I think we're similar here tonight, or a little similar, outside of the Josh Allen
tonight too. I really like where we're at.
Yep. And my content's already up. I got my 3-max sheet. It's already done, already up for the members. If anything changes, I'll post with injuries and stuff, but hopefully we'll be good to go. And I got the cores and everything all up, so you can check that out. Big T's going to have his player pool already. Maybe he'll post the flow chart after this week too. So maybe we'll get the flow chart. It's not going to be
up by tonight, but it might be out by Sunday. It's done, but I still got to put the names.
The good thing about the flow chart is, at least if you do it with the members, I think most of the members know that the more we get, the better it becomes. They know that. So I like that. Give the members a little taste. Their play of the day is the hotel bedroom. I agree, Sam. That's the Big T play of the day is the hotel bedroom, or we figured that out. So Bills wide receiver, that's the tough one, Rod. I hate to say spread it around. We think Keon's the best one. I don't know if Tony has a different one, but it's a tough room to figure out for sure. They just play so many. So I would just kind of rotate them around a little bit. Honestly, too, you can make builds where you don't play any Bills pass catcher and still play a bunch of the running game. So I don't mind that either. But all right, that's going to do it for this show. Big T's got to get out of here, go get his kids. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. For Big T, I am JSU. Good luck in your DraftKings, DFS, and bets tonight. And we'll see you guys on Sunday for the Wood Show. Until then, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Wood Show. Don't miss out. Until then, we'll see you guys later. We're out.